Hello Taurus, Elsie here to do a read for you, my friends. It is a bonus read, just as a thank you for all of the ways that you love me on this channel. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate you being in the comments. And for those of you who have subscribed, because a lot of you still come by here and I'm coming through your feed and you're watching, but you haven't yet subscribed. So I hope you'll hit the subscribe button. We're almost at 50,000, which is so wonderful. It's amazing. So thank you so much for being in the comments, for all the ways that you give the thumbs up, the ways that you love on this channel. I do appreciate you so much. Appreciate you. I have no idea what we're doing here, but I just grabbed some decks. Let's get some energy. We'll get some tarot on the table with it. Find out what's going on. Tell me about Taurus. Taurus, when I come by here to do these bonus reads, if you're my ride or die, you'll know that I do not date these reads. They are what they are. And my intention is for them to be in the present moment or in the future. This is not past energy. Let's talk about what's going on for Taurus. All right. Got awareness, got passion ignited, and memories of love. Look, we've got the harmony on the bottom of the deck. I'm just going to say, those things add up to there's something coming here, my friend. Awareness is the magician. It's something you've been manifesting. I feel like you've been manifesting a new passionate beginning. Or going on some sort of an exciting path, or something exciting is about to interrupt you. I want to say that you've been manifesting it for a while and you've expected that maybe it's not going to show up, because we do have memories of love. To me, this is a Six of Cups. And so I feel like you're engaged in the memory of it, in the memory of something that made you happy, something that made you feel emotionally fulfilled. I feel like that whatever you've been manifesting, if you have been manifesting a relationship, I feel like that would cut this, that would exactly mean what's going on here. But for some of you, it is just the ability to be able to break away, to do something exciting with your life that you've never done before. And I feel like the exciting thing that you're going to do with your life, Taurus, is something that you learned as a child. So it feels like you've learned something you've learned over your life. You have a skill or a trade or a talent that I feel like you're going to be embarking on a new passionate path, and it is fire. I feel like it's going to light you up, I want to say. So wherever this is going, whether this is love or whatever it is, I feel like it's all positive here. Let's get, I don't want to do that. Let's get a few of these cards here. Maybe just a couple. Another one. All right. There we go. Starting to feel like DJ Khaled there for a second. Okay, here we go. Let's find out what's going on here. Tell me about what this is here. We do have a career. So it does feel like for some of you it's career, some of it's love. And so I said both of those, right? It feels like you're going on some sort of a new passion. And for some of you, it is going to be a passionate path in love. And for others of you, I feel like you're at the beginning of something really amazing and exciting as it pertains to your career. Now, career could mean that you're starting a business, or that you're moving to a new job, or you have a new exciting idea that you're implementing at your place of work. It says business success and advancement. So this is going to give you some sort of a promotion or advancement. We've got passion, and it says chemistry and passionate feelings. So for some of you, this is about love. And for others of you, this is about some sort of passionate path that you're going to be taking here towards something that you've always wanted to do. And it's because of something that is innate to you, something you were born with, something you were taught as a child. It feels like whatever path it is, it's going to be whether it's love or not, it's going to be something that is very exciting. Look, I just pulled the twin flame card and sacrifice. So for some of you, I feel like you've made a lot of sacrifices if you are someone who is in a twinned relationship. And we can touch briefly on that. Look, if you've got a twin flame, if you're in, the difference between a really bad, codependent, toxic relationship and a twin flame relationship is the twin flame is the one that set you straight, set you right. This is the person that you met that said something, did something that set you on your first steps towards your awakening. This person woke you up and then they disappeared. And that might be the only piece that you have with them. This does not mean that you will fall in love and supposed to be with this person forever. That's not what this means. This twin flame was brought here by you, for you, to wake you up to whatever you're supposed to be doing on the path. It could sometimes end up in love, but that's not the purpose of a twin flame relationship. You've made a lot of sacrifices for this relationship. So for some of you, it feels like you've been in and out of this relationship. The sacrifice is giving up something now for a future reward. So some of you have actually turned your back on the twin flame and have decided it's not for you, but whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. And that's the thing that people can't get about the twin flame thing. Stop chasing. Whatever you chase will run. And whoever runs is someone who's running from something because they're lying about something. You know what I mean? When people run, it's not because they want to stay where they are. It's because they're trying to flee whatever this is. So I'm going to say for some of you that there is sacrifices that you have made, that you've decided to sacrifice the twin flame relationship to move forward into another path, something that's more exciting and purposeful. And I feel like it's something that you're going to enjoy, but I feel like for some of you, you've turned your back on the twin flame dynamic, and it's time for you to sacrifice that dynamic to move forward. You got what you needed from there. That person woke you up. They gave you whatever you needed in order to set you on the right path. We've got divine counterparts, so divine connections sent to you from your angels. I feel like we are talking about somebody who is in some sort of a divine path here. Tell me more about Taurus, please. Tell me more about Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What is this? Got the Empress. There you are, right there. So I do feel that I want to say that this worked. Whatever this twin flame dynamic was, that somebody said something to you, did something for you, did something to you, that set you on a path of awakening. And look, that path is not fun. I'm just saying, if you haven't been there yet, it's a hell of a thing. But it's the best thing that will ever happen to your life if you are strong enough to carry the burden. If you're strong enough to sacrifice this relationship, if it's not working out for you and not chasing this person, I feel like you should take the wisdom that you learned, because I feel like this is wisdom. This is wisdom in abundance, right? Because the Empress doesn't get to be the Empress just simply because they're a Libra or a Taurus. That's not the way it works. The way it works is you end up learning all of the lessons of the queens. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and Queen of Swords. And when you learn all of those lessons, you become this balanced, comfortable Empress, comfortable within your own skin, being by yourself. Now, this twin dynamic, if you're running after this person, that is codependency. This is the person who is no longer codependent on the twin flame, no longer codependent on anybody. This person has got their own crap together, and they're doing their own thing regardless of what went on in the past. All right. Let's do it. We've got the Ten of Swords. So the Empress has experienced some sort of an ending. The Knight of Wands is here. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Ace of Wands. One more. One more for Taurus, please. We have the Hermit. You've gained a lot of wisdom, my friend. Yep. A lot of wisdom. Wow, 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 wow. So we have the Lovers and the World card. So there is something here that came to an end. And so if it is the twin flame dynamic that has come to an end, I'll just do that because there's a lot of body parts hanging out here that the uptight YouTube people have a problem with because they still sexualize women's bodies. But nonetheless, that's not what we're talking about. So we have the Lovers here, right? We have the Lovers and the World card. The World card is the end. It's the major arcana. It's the path of life that goes from the Fool, whereas the brand new, you don't know anything, you're new on the path, to being in the World card. And at the end of the World card, I believe you become the Empress because you've had all of this knowledge, that things that you've learned, like, you know, it's always good to be thankful and grateful that you came across the twin flame in this life. And you don't always get to reunite with the twin flame in this life, but this person is here to set you on a path of knowledge and wisdom. And so it worked out exactly as it should, regardless of whether you end up with this person in a love relationship. And please know that that is not the purpose. The purpose of a twin flame relationship is not to end up with them in love. The purpose of a twin flame relationship is to wake you up, wake up your third eye, make you crash and burn your life as it is so you can go on and be free and be balanced and know about spiritualism and be able to connect with your source and be full of wisdom, find your path, find your light, right? So I want to say here that there is somebody who you chose, somebody who also chooses you. They might be in the future, but please remember that whatever whatever is meant for you will never pass you by. And as the Empress, you're not chasing anything. You are okay. If you had to stay to the end of your days as the Empress by yourself, doing your own thing, being balanced and happy, then that's the place where you should be. You are no less a person if you don't have a twin flame. And it's not like some people think that the twin flame dynamic is some sort of hierarchy, that it goes from like a karmic who might be the lowest, and then the soulmate, and then the twin flame. And it's not that at all. It's really about what you're here for on this path for. Not everybody's here for a twin flame dynamic. Some people are here to be woken up and then carry on through their life. All right, I'll stop lecturing you on that. So we have the Hanged Man energy. And so I feel like with the Empress here that you have had some realizations. I want to say that you're very deeply into your Piscean self. I want to say your gut intuition, what the universe is telling you. I feel like you continue to submit or sacrifice to the universe. It's like this is the most sacrificial energy, right? Someone who's trying to gain clarity and balance and stability through trying to find their own light or have a revelation. I feel like the Empress has had an ending. And so I feel with the Knight of Wands being in the reverse, it tells me that there is, I feel like there is no more chasing things that are shiny, I want to say. So, I mean, you're not jumping into relationships over and over again. Some people will do that. Instead of healing between relationships, the apps have done this, right? We just keep swiping and swiping and swiping. And if that one didn't work out, we go to the next one or the next one or the next one. All the while not realizing that in between we need to learn lessons so we stop chasing the thing that is shiny. And I feel like you've learned that lesson. I want to say, Taurus, bravo, because that is not an easy lesson. Some people keep crashing into other people because they don't realize their worth. They don't realize that they have stability, and everything that they have is already within them. I want to say that you had some sort of maybe a betrayal or an ending, and it stopped you. It's like somebody came into your life, crashed into your life, and you may have jumped in right away without really weighing out the odds or looking at it in a way that I wonder where this is going into the future. I feel like you're not doing that anymore. It feels like you've got too much wisdom, you've got too much self-worth, and I feel like any path that comes to you that is the Ace of Wands, which is right here, I feel like is one that you would be taking on your own. Like along that path, you may meet the lover. You may meet somebody who chooses you and you choose them. But I feel like there is an ending here. And not necessarily, I don't want to really call it an ending. Like it is an ending, the closing of the door and the closing of an old chapter. And I feel that the old chapter is that you're not chasing things anymore. You're not running after people. You're not bugging them in the DMs. You don't really care if they come toward you. You're now focused on you. You're focused inward on your life, on your happiness, on the love of self. And so this here is a milestone for you. This is an achievement. And I feel like the door closes, and after something ends, something begins. I feel like there is some sort of a deep connection that is coming in for you here. The Five of Wands tells me that you'll hesitate about it. We got the Eight of Swords. You'll be up in your head about it. We've got the Seven of Wands. You've got some pretty tight boundaries. And we have the Queen of Wands. So it is somebody who's showing up who is going to tempt you like the people in the Knight of Wands did. Very good looking, very tenacious, independent, someone who might be a business owner. This person is showing, though they're not showing up as the knight, they're showing up as a queen. So there's you have reached a different level, right? Which is a level of all of the queens. And please don't be confused about the women and the men on the cards. Like you can be an empress whether you're feminine or masculine, because this is feminine leaning energy, mostly feminine, but we also do have masculine energy here as well. It's necessary in order to have the proper balance. So it does feel like the Empress here has had an ending. And I feel like the thing that has come to an end is that it is a cycle of overthinking, because now you are no longer chasing things. You're no longer chasing the shiny things, which I mean to say is someone who you are judging on their exterior. That one's good looking. That one's sexy. That one has nice shoes. I like the way they dress, their hair and their everything. You know what I mean? Their car they drive. I feel like you're not chasing that stuff anymore. I feel like that has come to an end. Tell me about the Empress, please. We have the, you're going slower. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. So the interesting thing about the Knight of Pentacles is that in this particular depiction, we have the Three of Pentacles, which he's looking for partnership now. Something that will go slow. I needed to move slow, go over the details. I don't want to move quickly, which is this, right? And we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pentacles that are in the grass. So 6 and 3 is 9. You are feeling very confident about the place that you're in right now, that you are moving so damn slow and you don't care if anybody agrees with it or not. We've got the Two of Cups and the Temperance. So you're waiting for the moment of alchemy. You're like, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need it. If it shows up, it's mine. And if not, I got a whole pile of crap I can do for myself. I can love myself. Oh, yeah. I'm just listening right now to Miley Cyrus. I can buy myself flowers. Yeah. And what does she say? I can buy myself flowers. Write my name in the sand. Talk to myself for hours because you don't understand. So I feel like you're okay. You're comfortable in this beautiful place of loving the self. But I feel like when the Two of Cups does show up, it's going to be the moment of alchemy. Temperance is here. So it does feel like there is a moment of alchemy that is coming here. And I feel like there will be somebody that is coming in that will enter into your life. It could be a Virgo, it could be an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. It could be a Pisces or a Sagittarius. It could be a Virgo. Tell me about the Knight of Wands being in the reverse and the Ten of Swords. We've got the King of Wands. I like it. We've got the Judgment card, and we've got the Eight of Wands. So it does feel like you will get some type of communication or something is about to move really quickly here. There is a big decision that you're going to have to make, but for some of you, the Judgment card, look, we're in Mercury retrograde. I'm just going to say it. Don't shoot the messenger. But there could be somebody who's decided they want to have a second chance. It could be someone who is an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo, but they could be any other sign, but they may be acting out as this energy of the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is somebody who is a king, takes care of a kingdom, right? Make sure that everybody has what they need. And so this person also is taking care of their own passions. There is nothing really that will get away from the king. If the king wants it, they will have it. And, there is nothing that will stop the king from getting it. So I do feel like you can't stop somebody from coming back round. And if somebody here wants a second chance, they're going to ask you for it. They could be an Aries, a Sagittarius, a Leo, Virgo, or a Pisces. It doesn't have to be. Some of you are probably going to get some type of communication, or the Eight of Wands is also about things picking up, getting very busy, moving forward really quickly. And so I feel like somebody might be charging in, but listen, this is the king. This is somebody who has now raised themselves from the knight, right? The knight is younger than the king, at least in wisdom. And so it feels like somebody here is coming in or wants to come round again. I feel like you will be getting some communication from somebody here who is asking for a second chance for some of you. Look, it can be the twin flame. I'm not saying that it isn't. I'm just saying don't expect it, because that's not really what the purpose of a twin flame relationship is. People think it's the purpose of riding off into the sunset. That's not what it is. It's about learning lessons. And that's why the twin flame dynamic is so hard, because when people want the love relationship and ride off into the sunset, but they don't want all the lessons that comes with aligning with the twin flame. Tell me about the Hanged Man. It feels like you've gotten a different perspective on the Ace of Wands. That now the Ace of Wands to you doesn't just mean a booty call. It doesn't mean going on a passionate date. It doesn't mean dating or people, or it doesn't mean that. You've now got a different perspective on the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands to you is now excitement. It's excitement, it's creativity. It is a passionate path that you will go on because you feel passionate about the path, and it's full of wisdom. So you're really not running out there just kind of crashing into anything. You're bringing your wisdom with you, all the things that you've learned here. Look, the Hermit here has got their healing lamp. This is the star is card 17 and the Tower is 16. They've got the star from card 17 in the lantern here and holding it out so they can take a better look or really kind of look over or heal this Ace of Wands. So I want to say that you have a very different outlook on your life now, Taurus, than you had in the past. And I feel like you are, it feels like you don't really care. Like you don't really care if anybody shows up for you romantically. I mean, it would be nice. It's a nice to have, not a need to have, right? That's what it feels like here. So you've got a different perspective on the Ace of Wands. What is it that you want to do with the Ace of Wands here? We've got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. We've got the Five of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Death card. So I feel like, first of all, your finances are about to transform, because I feel like if you are going out on this passionate path, you're at the beginning of something that really strikes fire in your heart, something you're really passionate about. It could be a creative thing. You could be a painter or a musician or somebody who uses their creative mind or their hands to do something. We do have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. You're feeling far more solid and grounded now than you ever had. Even though life is still busy for you, we have the Five of Wands. I feel like sometimes we don't take chances because we feel like the outcome might not be as we supposed it would be. And that means that sometimes we have the Five of Wands and we feel like there's too much competition. For instance, maybe, I'm just going to use this, maybe you're a tarot reader and you feel like there's way too many tarot readers on the platform in order for you to be able to gain a space there. But look, it's all about authenticity, and the Empress is very authentic. So it doesn't have to be that, but I'm using that because we're in a tarot reading right now. So I feel like you want to do something that is very saturated. So maybe you're a hairstylist and you want to open a salon, but there's billions of them. I feel like you will make money doing whatever the thing is that strikes this fire in your heart. That if you really have a passion, and that means nothing will stop you on the path, I feel like you will gain financially from it. This is the Ten of Pentacles is abundance, and abundance is a lot of things. It could be a windfall, right? It could be that you begin at the Ace of Wands and then you end up making money from whatever. But it feels like this also is transforming. So this could be money, but it also could be a relationship. It could be happiness. It could be that you have more of something that you need and then you can share with other people. We do have the Ten of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like you go from a place of feeling in lack, or feeling like you don't have enough money or don't have enough resources or nothing is working in the Pentacle world, to the Ten of Cups, being in the ultimate happy position. But look, we have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. It's emotional happiness. It's abundance, happiness in abundance. And I feel like for some of you, that's where you're headed. And it's because all of the hard work you've done to become the Empress. So you see what I mean about the twin flame thing? Like, you'll ever be forever in debt to this person who woke you up, who shook you free from wherever you were stuck to. And now you have this beautiful life that you have built or will be building in the future. And it's all because of the twin flame dynamic, and it worked. Even if you don't end up with this person at the end of it, riding off into the sunset on the white horse, it worked. The twin flame dynamic worked. You got to do all the things that you were supposed to do to make this beautiful life. We have the Prince of Swords. It feels like there is some communication coming in, as I was saying before. We have these two knights, the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups, and it feels like somebody is coming in to talk to you about feelings. We have the Six of Pentacles. They want reciprocity. They want to give it and get it. You don't see this. I feel like you are going to get some sort of a message from somebody who may have moved on from you, or maybe you moved on from them, right? We do have the Three of Swords. It was a very heartbreaking situation, but now you got your justice. You can buy yourself flowers. You can write your name in the sand. You can talk to yourself for hours. And, you know, it's not really about anything about being with somebody. And I mean, like I said, it's a need. It's not a need to have. It's a nice to have. And you might end up being with somebody at the end of this, but it's not an expectation anymore. It's like, now I'm focused on me. I'm the Empress. I can have whatever I want because I'm wise. We have the Choose Wisely. We have the third eye chakra. Your third eye chakra is open, and we have Power, which is the Strength card. So I feel like you now have the courage to move forward no matter what comes up, right? No matter what is here. The bottom of the deck, by the way, we did have Harmony, which is also the Lovers, before I started shuffling. But it feels like you now have the courage to see things as they are, and now you can make wiser choices. I really love it. The universe is here. You have learned some lesson. This is a milestone, an achievement. You, my friend, if you're willing to learn the lessons, are about to live a life of really beautiful rest, rejuvenation, doing some shadow work. We've got destiny, lots of changes. Things are changing, but they're very fortunate for you. And it all leads to some sort of new beginning. I feel like you will be hearing from someone that you know, for some of you, but because the Judgment card is here, but for others of you, it feels like you will be meeting someone new, and you'll be making this really big decision to allow this person into your life with the Eight of Wands, to allow things to pick up, to be quicker, to move quicker, because now you can see everything for what it truly is, and not really for, sometimes we're crashing into things because we really can't see them clearly. I think you're seeing everything exactly for what it's for here. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much, Taurus, for being here and watching. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm going to go for now, and I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye.